right. Hi, everyone. Thank y'all so much for being here today. I am Dyana Limon-Mercado. I am running for Travis County Clerk, and I am running for two reasons. One, to ensure that our community values of equity, fairness, respect, and excellence are reflected every day through good government happening in the clerk's office. And two, because Travis County is ground zero for Republican voter suppression threats. It's devastatingly clear that the fight to protect our democracy and our elections is as critical as ever, and we must do more to improve voter accessibility and promote voter turnout. As clerk, I would work to expand polling locations across the county, expand voting hours to the legal limit of 10 p.m., pay election workers more, pay them for training, allow for more scheduling for election worker flexibilities for some of the issues we were just discussing, engage young people through our student election worker program, and make sure that our website is intuitive and mobile friendly for all voters. In addition to the election side of the job, I'd also work to make sure that the rest of our legacy documents in the clerk's office are digitized and accessible to the whole community. I'd work on improving our new court case management system, which was just rolled out in Odyssey, and engage our stakeholders, our criminal defense, our other attorneys and judges in that process to make sure that it's meeting the needs of the community and that everybody is able to access their right to a speedy trial with support of the court clerk's record management. And continue to expand remote access for services and bring other services that are required, legally required to be in person to the community through satellite access. I believe that my experience makes me the strongest candidate in this race. As Democratic Party chair, I had the privilege of working with many of you all to run the 2020 primary election. Thanks to our hard work, we ran one of the most successful and included coordinated campaigns in the party's history in 2018, and we achieved record voter turnout in a midterm election, nearly matching that of a presidential election year. As Democratic Party chair, with your all's input and listening to the community leaders, clubs, stakeholders, and precinct chairs, we implemented the super precinct organizing model. We launched campaign satellite offices across the county, and we created the innovative community outreach program with the elected officials directory so that we could build relationships with voters outside of the election time. In addition to my elected role as party chair, I've spent the last decade as an executive with Planned Parenthood, work that I'm incredibly proud of and motivated by, because we all know until we can ensure fair, accessible elections, we have no hope of electing the leaders and changing the policies that we all care about. As a leader of a statewide advocacy organization, I've fought for access for healthcare for vulnerable populations through public policy. I've laid the groundwork for successful litigation against our state officials, and I've helped guide operation solutions so that health centers could continue to provide healthcare despite the legislature's best efforts to take it away. I've worked on campaigns to engage and educate 500,000 plus voters, and I've done that by managing teams of up to 400 employees and organizing thousands of volunteers. I also have an MBA, and you all know one of the toughest jobs around is as party chair in coordinating our nearly 200 precinct chairs across the county to get them engaged and coordinated, working towards the same efforts. Real life management and experience is key for this role because the clerk's office manages a $13 million budget and over 120 employees. I would bring my diverse skills and rich expertise to the position of clerk to ensure fair, accessible government for all, and I would be a strong defender against Abbott and Paxton's attempts to block our residents from voting. I got my start working as a courtroom clerk, actually in the central booking magistration courtroom. I saw firsthand how day-to-day court administration was impacting families, and that inspired me to get involved in public policy and elections. And I was doing that job actually at a time when the municipal court was transitioning to a digitized system for their record keeping. So I've experienced in real life as a frontline employee of what records management, what it is, how it impacts the community, and that transition process for an entire department in the office. I'm really looking forward to this position because we have a great foundation here in Travis County to build on, both from what Dana has built and Bruce Alphonse work on the voter registration side. I am excited about getting in and collaborating with Bruce, and I am proud to have already earned the endorsement of many of our local leaders, including Representative Donna Howard, Representative Vicki Goodwin, and County Commissioner Ann Howard. We all know that Travis County is ground zero for voter suppression threats. This is a big moment for the office as that transitions from the leadership of Dana after 35 years, and I'm ready to take my proven track record of administration, fighting for justice and working for the community to the office of the county clerk. And I hope I can count on your all support. And I will take any questions that we have.
Yes, we do have some questions. Several, as a matter of fact. We'll start with Joy Smith asking Dyana, same question. Will you reach out to Dana to use her experience for training?
Absolutely. Dana, obviously 35 years in office. I've had really great conversations with her already. She's been very supportive and positive in sharing information. And it is actually really humbling to interact with an elected official with experience as rich as hers, and to be able to share all of the great things she's done during her time and say, but there's always room for improvement. That is just really incredible leadership. Her and I have talked about ideas around training expansion. And let's be real, in moments now where we have SB1 and the GOP coming very pointedly for Travis County elections, our election workers are going to need to be trained in some things like de-escalation training. They're going to need to be trained in their rights as election workers and how to work with our constables and other law enforcement around community policing to make sure that our polling places are safe for everybody to access, free from intimidation, and that they don't feel militarized in our attempt to keep them safe. So, you know, that's a quite the needle to thread with the community. But I am confident with Dana's expertise, the expertise of the wonderful staff that has been in the clerk's office for a long time, with our precinct chairs, with our election workers, that we can prepare and staff our election polling places and our workers and make sure that everybody has the training that they need. So they are providing excellent customer service to all the voters. The voters are getting consistent information before they get to the polling place. They know what to expect before they get to the polling place. And when they get there, the information they received is consistent with the experience that they have.
We have another question from Sean. Do you believe the cybersecurity of the Travis County elections is adequate? If not, how would you enhance?
Yeah, you know, cybersecurity is ever evolving. So it is our charge to continue to innovate and stay at the forefront. Dana did do a great job of really innovating election machines because of the advocacy Dana did around our current machines, which I think you all know they have a paper trail and their electronic machines. Because of Dana's advocacy with the few manufacturers that build voting machines, that's how that machine was created. That has both the paper trail and the electronic record. And because of Dana's work here in Travis County to demand that for our voters here for the safety and security of our elections, that is a system that was then adopted by many other counties and states across the country. So again, we've done great work here in Travis County, but cybersecurity is going to continue to change. The threats are going to continue to be increased, and we're going to have to work really closely with our commissioners court and our other leaders to make sure that we are funding resources to stay at the forefront of cybersecurity, and that all voters feel very confident in their elections.